Earlier this week on the Gutsy podcast, we talked with Bev Feldman about showing up authentically in your email marketing. Look, I know that email can sometimes feel robotic or stale or salesy, but the truth is it's legitimately another channel for you to fully express who you are and communicate with your clients. For this week's Power Back episode, we are going to look at your opt-in. You know, that thing on your website or wherever you're sending people that says, hey, sign up for my newsletter because I'd like to give you this. Before we get into some opt-in tips and tricks and suggestions on how you can undo those things and get more into alignment, let's talk about alignment. Because alignment is literally at the core of every ounce of success, peace, happiness, and joy that you can possibly wrap your head around. When you are misaligned in your business, things feel hard. Things feel consistently challenging. They drain you. It becomes a have to instead of I get to. Look, there are aspects of running a business that will be challenging. There are aspects of being a human that are going to be challenging because that's just how things are. However, every single day does not have to be an uphill battle. Every day does not need to be filled with a bunch of shit that you feel like you should be doing. But I understand that this is often a lifelong doing of undoing. That is where I love to serve you because nothing makes me more insane than watching powerful, strong, creative, just mind-blowingly amazing women live under this rock of the weight of the thoughts, feelings, and expectations of others. To hear someone say, I'm just getting by, or I'm just getting through the day, or to watch the part of you that lights your face up get pushed underneath the covers. As your alignment coach, it is my joy and my honor to guide you through the undoing process to get back to who you have always been so you can start living the life that you dream about when you're laying in bed. Head over to LauraAura.com and book a discovery call. Say yes to yourself today. Look, a 30-minute conversation could unlock a very powerful next step that literally transforms your life and your business. Whew, I can get real hopped up on that stuff. All right, let's get back into looking at your opt-in that gets people into your newsletter. So first and foremost, I just want to put out there that whatever you have is not wrong. Whenever the last time you looked at it, okay, it doesn't matter. This is not about shaking a stick or saying, well, you should have or you could have. You know how I feel about that shit. This is simply to bring awareness back to what's working, what's not, and does this still make sense? Today literally is just about bringing awareness. So let's first talk about what an opt-in is. This is when you go to someone's website and it's asking for you to put in an email. Sometimes on retail shops, it's, hey, give me your email and I'll send you a coupon code. If you go to my website, LauraAura.com, you can take the Power Leak quiz. That's an opt-in. Sometimes it's a PDF or a link into a secret video. I mean, it's basically saying, I would like to give you something in exchange for your email address. The one thing that's usually the least effective is to have a call out that says, sign up for my newsletter. While that may work in some instances, most people nowadays expect something in return. Like your email is really kind of sacred. Like, are you just out there like willy-nilly putting your email everywhere? No, you're not, because you're like, I don't want to get a bunch of shit in my mailbox. So think about it from your customer's perspective. They're doing the same thing. So what is valuable to them? If you're already using something, great. I would encourage you at this point to go back and look at, is this working? And the way that you can look at that is to log into your email marketing system. I use MailChimp, for instance, and it will show you how many people have clicked on that and signed up. If you've had this opt-in on your website for the last year and you've gotten 6 hits, maybe it's time to shift something. If you've had it for the last 6 months and you've gotten 1,000, okay, look, now you're on to something. Analytics really can be your friend. I know that sometimes it can feel a little bit overwhelming or like, what the hell should I know? In this instance, your analytics are going to tell you what is working and what is not. And in the same respect, is this still in alignment? Is this still the type of information that you want people to know from you? Is this still what you're teaching? Is this still where your heart is? And maybe it absolutely is, but maybe it's not. So, a big question that is often tossed around is, how do I know what to put into my email opt-in? A big mistake a lot of people make is creating like a 30-page PDF, like step by step. I'm going to give you the keys to the kingdom and putting it out there. Again, think about this stuff from a consumer perspective. When you opt into something, do you want a 30-page PDF? Do you want to read through that on your own and try and figure that shit out? I'm going to guess probably not. So think about the types of things that you enjoy. Why are you putting your email address onto people's websites? It's always a great idea to be inspired, right? Like it's never a bad day to be inspired. So think back to some of the most recent emails that you have signed up for. Something that you can do is look at your most commonly asked questions. Like, what are you being asked on a regular basis? Whether they're comments on your posts, their DMs on your social accounts, their emails that you get, their conversations that you're having. What are some frequently asked questions that you get? That is a sound starting point for creating an opt-in. Because at that point, you can turn that into a much smaller PDF, by the way, like a checklist or a top 5 or something that has like deep, beautiful value to it. And you know that this is information that people want because you're hearing it on a regular basis. You're not just pulling a question out of your ass. Another way to look at creating an opt-in is look at where your customers get stuck. Is there a mindset that they typically get stuck in? Is there a repeating habit or pattern that you're seeing? Where are your clients getting stuck? And that could be before working with you or during working with you, but regardless, you're looking at consistencies. For me, I know a lot of my clients talk themselves out of it. The mind takes over the what ifs and the if I coulds and should I wills and all these other things. So addressing those things up front lets people know that this is common. You're not the only one that is experiencing this. And here's how I can help you through that. And lastly, what is a quick win that you can give them? I mentioned my quiz earlier. Look, people love quizzes. I don't know about you, but I have absolutely figured out which Disney princess I am and what my name means as a Starbucks order and all those other goofy quizzes that are online. Quizzes are literally quick wins. Like I put in these few questions and answers and I get a result. So how can you take a portion of your business, a portion of your customer's journey, and turn it into a quiz, something that's fun and lighthearted and gives them an immediate answer? You don't have to give away every aspect of your business. You don't have to tell them every piece of information that you know. You don't have to walk them through the whole ass thing. This is simply designed to pique their interest, to raise their hand and say, I would like to know more. I would like to be in your world just a little bit further. And please tell me more. So if you're getting winded or like this feels like a marathon or you're spending like a bajillion hours creating this thing, I want you to pause and I want you to come back to basics. What do your people want to know and what feels right to you? There's no right or wrong. There's no good or bad. All that matters is that this piece of information that you're putting out into the world is coming from your soul center and helping your clients to have their own moment. We're going to keep this business strategy train moving forward because next week on the Gutsy podcast, episode 135 is about creating and using brand values with Sage Lally. In case you're deep into the world of TikTok like I am, I encourage you to follow me over there. I share an ass ton of information about getting into alignment, trusting yourself, and ways that you can pivot whenever you fall out of alignment. I'm at that Laura on TikTok and Instagram. And as always, until I see you next time, stay gutsy.